time to give the kitchen a fall makeover.
Welcome to our lonely, empty, boring little kitchen, and hopefully not too dark. It is so gloomy and cloudy outside that even with the lights on in here, it's still not very bright. So I apologize if the camera, the lighting fluctuates a little bit during this video. But anyway, I thought it would be fun today to style some shelves and that little nook over there. Do some things on the countertop, possibly the cabinet behind me, and a couple of other spots. But let's start over here, which if you're new to my channel, once upon a time there was a cabinet here, and soon after we moved in, we took that down and opted for open shelves instead, just to give us another place, or give me another place to add a few accessories. And then below it I added this pegboard or peg rack, which I think is always a fun addition in your kitchen, whether it's here or on the side of your island or even above a stove, just to once again add some fun embellishment. So having said that, nothing that I'm about to place on the shelves is functional. It's all just for display. We keep our day-to-day items in the cabinets. Here are some of the items I thought I'd use today. Good old pictures. These are a staple for me when it comes to kitchen shelf styling. Usually find mine at HomeGoods. They have such pretty designed pictures there at a really good price point. Plates are another go-to, whether you want to put them upright and display them if they have a pretty design, or stack them like I tend to do and use them as a riser. Speaking of risers, I found a couple of these recently at Dollar General. I think they were either $3 or $5, but I really like introducing a little bit of wood, especially for fall. Another one of my go-tos is glass, whether in bottle form, stemware, bowls. Reason I like adding glass to shelves is because you can see right through it. So visually, it doesn't take up a lot of space. It's pretty much just adding depth. As for fall accessories, aren't these cute? Found a couple of them, once again, Dollar General. They're little soup tureens, but I love that they're pumpkin soup tureens. I think they'll be a fun addition. And then a couple of these cuties. Once again, that pumpkin design. Found them at Hobby Lobby. A few of you might remember them when we went on a little field trip there. I think it was last month. Once again, Dollar General for the win. I think these were $3, but I love the texture, the whimsy. I think these will be a fun addition. I have a few of these plates. I think I might add one to the back of the shelves. Maybe just one of the shelves, we'll see. But I found them at HomeGoods several years ago, but I have seen them recently. So if this is something you like and you have a HomeGoods nearby, you might still be able to find it. And of course, I have to add a few faux fall stems. Almost forgot I had these copper measuring cups, so I thought they'd be a fun addition as well. What do we think? So I started with the plates in the back just for a little dimension, that little pop of design. And then another thing about me is, if you can't tell, I love symmetry. But I try to do it on a diagonal when I can, just to trick my eye a bit. So where I have the pitcher and the creamer and the faux fall stem there, I have it down here, and my little soup tureen, copper measuring cups and glass. While it's grouped there, it's grouped down here. Same with the woven pumpkins, bottom right to upper left. I found these pretty towels at Home Goods not too long ago. Love the design, or the pattern, I should say. They're actually bath towels, but I'm gonna go ahead and hang them on the pegs just to add a little pop of color. But to break them up a little bit, I'm gonna hang this beige and white one, also from Home Goods. Then I'm gonna hang a little pitcher, and I'm bringing back this board that I'm pretty sure I had here for summer, but I think the colors will be really nice for fall. And while I'm at it, I'm bringing this back as well. I had this layered right in front of a towel for fall, but I like how it ties in with the board and the woven pumpkins up above. On second thought, let's flip the picture so that you don't see the label on the bottom. Now to do something with that little corner back there. Love adding a vignette just to pull your eye back there. Sometimes I'll add a tray or a basket as my base, but this year I don't think I'm gonna do that. Let me show you what I've got. First thing I'm gonna add in the back corner is this pretty vase that I filled with the same fall stems that are on the shelves. And I also like how this vase, the design kind of ties in with the pumpkin and the pictures up on the shelves as well. Next, I want to add a little bit of artwork. Found this at Hobby Lobby when we went last month, and instead of, resting it against the wall, I have this little stand. And hopefully it won't fall off. And then on the other side of the flowers, I'm going to bring in some plates, once again acting as a riser. Then a dish towel for just a little bit of texture. I know that looks silly, but hold on. I've got this really cute lamp to add right on top. I've even got a couple of faux pears that I can add right here to tie in with the ones in the artwork, although they're not the same color, so I'm not sure if I'll keep them here. And then one last piece is this really cute glass pumpkin from Target. I found these last year. They should light up, although the battery looks like it's going, so I might have to replace it. In years past, above the cooktop, I've added either artwork or a mirror, and I love how the mirror reflects the light, because unless you have the vent light on, it can be a little dark. But this year, I'm going back to artwork, and this is the piece I've chosen. I found this on Etsy, and I went with this one because I like how it ties in with the prints that I chose for the sunroom. Almost forgot to place this really cute pumpkin soup tureen on the cooktop. This is the one that I found at Goodwill a couple of months ago. Now over in this corner, I want to bring in some of the same colors that I've got in the corner to the right, just to tie it all together. I don't want to add any more artwork, but instead I'm going to add cookbooks, which will serve as my artwork. I have my Southern Living cookbook, and then this French one. I'm just going to lean them against the wall, just like that. Then I'm going to add another one of these faux books, and then a pitcher filled with wooden utensils. Of course, I have to add a little bit of glass. I have filled this canister with oats, and then to act as a scooper, I have this little pumpkin coffee cup. And
And then one more pop of color. I found a couple of these ramekins at Dollar General last year. Love that little pumpkin embellishment. Just gonna stack them right here, but I'm just gonna show the pumpkins on one of them.
Let's add a little something here. You know, once upon a time we had cabinet doors, but I eventually took them off just to make this more of a display area. Added the same faux brick paneling that I did to the backsplash. And now it just needs some fall color.
To the cubbies, I thought I'd add a couple of pictures. I have them in 2 different sizes. Love the beaded detail on that one. Then I have plates that, of course, are going to act as a riser, but I like how they also have the beaded detail. And then to bring in a little bit of fall colors, I'm adding cookbooks, and you know, we've got the browns on the covers and some of the orange. We've got the green. These bowls are another home goods find a couple years ago. Very inexpensive. Love that it has the 2 different types or shapes of pumpkins. Of course, I've got to add more fall stems. And yes, these match the ones on the shelves and then the ones in the vase on the counter.
Once again, pretty apparent I love symmetry and doing it on a diagonal. So where I have my books and pictures and fall stem up there, that means I've got them down here. Same with my plates and bowls. I've got them up there, which means I've got them down here. I do like to switch the patterns as well. So where I have the wider pumpkin on the bottom there, it's on the top up there.
As an afterthought, decided to place a wreath on the wood hood just to bring a pop of color up there as well. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you enjoyed today's video and will consider subscribing to my channel. I'll be back next week to finish up and also share a kitchen project that's been on my wish list for the last 10 years. Have a great week, and I hope to see you next time.